Aging is an inevitable part of life, but there are some species of animals whose growth rate or metabolic rate is so slow that they are capable of living a very long life. Here are 10 such animal species that can live to be older than you. 1. Totara. Endemic to New Zealand, the Totara are the single surviving species of an order of lizard-like reptiles that originated back in the Triassic period, around 240 million years ago, earning them the nickname living fossils. They have the slowest growth rates of any reptiles, continuing to grow for the first 35 years of their life, and also slow metabolism owing to low body temperatures. Their average lifespan is believed to be around 60 years, but they are capable of reaching well over 100 years of age, with some scientists believing even over 200 years. The longest living Totara is Henry, who is 122 years old, and became a father for the first time back in 2009 when he was 111. 2. Bowhead Whale. Endemic to Arctic and subarctic waters, the bowhead whale is a baleen whale characterized by its massive triangular skull. It has the largest mouth of any living animal species in the world, occupying almost 1/3 of its body length, and also the longest baleen plates that reach up to 4 meters, 13 feet in length. The bowhead whale is also one of the longest living mammals on Earth, reaching an age of more than 200 years. The oldest known bowhead whale is 211 years old, but recent study of its genome sequence, scientists believe their maximum lifespan to be 268 years. 3. Red sea urchin. These spiny, globular sea creatures are found in the northeastern Pacific Ocean between Alaska and Baja California. They have a ravenous appetite for kelps, which they eat with a mouth with 5 teeth located on their underside. Their lifespan was initially thought not to exceed 15 years, but recent studies have found that they are capable of living over 100 years, with some specimens found to have lived over 200 years. The reason for the sea urchin's long life is believed to be their slow rate of growth. One 22-year-old urchin the researchers measured grew at a rate of 1 millimeter per year. 4. Ocean quahog. The ocean quahog is an edible species of clam found in the North Atlantic Ocean that can live for an exceptionally long time, for an organism that can grow no more than 2 inches in height. As each year passes, clams grow a new calcified ridge on their shell, and the total number of ridges helps determine their age. In 2006, a harvested quahog clam named Ming was found to be more than 507 years old, and it was just a random specimen among 200 clams. Researchers believe it likely that others of the species might be just as many centuries old or more. So next time you eat a clam, remember, it could be older than Mona Lisa. 5. Koi. Developed in the 1820s by the Japanese through selective breeding of Amur carp, the koi are a well-known species of omnivorous, decorative fish. From Japan, interest in them spread throughout the world, and koi are now found in water gardens and aquariums almost everywhere in the world. Koi are known to live as long as 100 to 200 years. Hanako was a famous scarlet koi who was found to be 226 years old when scientists studied the growth rings in its scales in July 1974. 6. Short raker rockfish. Found between the southeastern Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia and Fort Bragg in California, the short raker rockfish is a bottom feeder that is among the longest living species of fish on Earth, with an average lifespan of 120 years. In 2013, fishermen in Alaska found a 32.5-inch, 82.5-centimeter specimen that turned out to be as old as 175 years, the oldest recorded of the species. 7. Tortoise. Tortoises are one of the few longest living land animals in the world, reaching between 80 to 150 years. Some species, like the Galapagos tortoise, are known to live well beyond 150 years. The record holder for longest living tortoise in the world is an Aldabra giant tortoise known as Edweda, who may have lived an estimated 255 years. 8. Greenland Shark. Among all the vertebrate species, the distinction of having the longest lifespan goes to Greenland sharks, who are estimated to live between 300 and 500 years. Native to the deep, cold waters of the North Atlantic, the Greenland sharks are also the largest among the extant species of sharks, reaching from 6.4 meters, 21 feet, to possibly up to 7.3 meters, weighing from 1,000 kilograms to 1,400 kilograms. 9. Glass sponges. Relatively uncommon and found at depths of 450 to 900 meters, the glass sponges are animals whose skeleton is made of a network of silica. They are considered so unique that many researchers classify them as a separate phylum apart from the rest of the sponges. Finding the exact age of a glass sponge is difficult, but scientists were able to determine the age of one East China sea glass sponge, who grew to be 2 meters long and 1 centimeter thick, to be 11,000 years. 10. Immortal Jellyfish. The ultimate of all the long-living species of animals is the immortal jellyfish. While every other animal ages linearly, this particular jellyfish reverts back to its childhood, known as the polyp stage when it reaches old age or is injured or sick. The jellyfish does this through a process known as transdifferentiation, in which its cells transform into new types of cells, allowing it to become a polyp and grow into an adult again. For all we know, these jellyfish may not have a natural limit to their lifespan, or the number of times they could repeat this cycle. Unless they're eaten by predators or killed, they are basically immortal. So, what is your favorite long-living animal? Let us know in the comments below.